Hello, everyone. Grover Cleveland, the mascot of the United States here, and you're watching Ink the Book Show. No refunds. Hey, did you know that you can follow Ryan O'Connor at Wrangleshank on Instagram, on TikTok, and on Twitter? And if you like his daily drawings or his work on Bonehead comic, you can also watch his Bonehead cartoon on YouTube. The link to all these things and more can be found in the description. Furthermore, be sure to like, to share, and to subscribe to all things Wrangleshank and all things Ink the Book. Thank you.
It's time for Ink the Book Show with your host, Ryan O'Connor. And now, let's ink the book.
Ink the book. The only thing I ever do is ink the book. You know, how the rest of it goes. I forgot my own little made-up theme song. How about them glitches? The glitches that come with streaming from this room. Gotta love them. I actually am inking part of the book today. So, like, I don't know, a year ago, I inked this page. Remember that fateful day? Well, when I was doing a coloring stream recently, I wasn't coloring. I was doing the word balloons or the lettering or whatever of this page, and on a live stream recently, and I realized that with the dialogue I had, it kind of wasn't clear something that's happening in this panel. So I had to, I felt like I needed to add a panel. So that's what I'm going to be inking today, just this panel here. And the thing that needed clarifying was this guy's megaphone is dying as he's talking. Just with the dialogue, it wasn't going to be clear enough. So here he's saying, or dang it, I keep flipping it around, looking at the camera. So right here, he's saying, "Aw, my big important voice thingy broke." So that's what I'm going to be inking today. Short, simple. Let's do it. So this is my Canson comic book art boards, 11 by 17. Let's see. I need a beer bottle cap. Like this Sam Adams one. Okay, so here's some junk paper. Here's my Speedball Super Black India ink. Let's see. I'm not going to need a ton of ink. My friend, while not coming into my show, is pointing out that I used a Colin Hay reference to hopefully lure people in. I always send a link to my friends and family if they want to come in to the show, and I just text them different things every time. So before let me get some light here. Before Let me see. I want to say something. To my friends. Okay, so before I ink with my brush this panel, my Winsor Newton Series 7 Sable Kolinsky size 3 brush here. Before I do that, I'm going to get out a little pen here. Here's a brand I never heard of before called Mr. Pen. I'm just going to go with the 0.6 or 0.9. I don't know. 90. I don't know. And I'm going to use my ruler to make a straight line for the border. I just made like nicks to make sure it was straight. Oh, this is broken. My hand, she was too heavy in the past and busted this one up. As a girl. No, I don't want to use that one. I think the 5 is fine. Let me see. 5 is fine. Okay. And then this one. Line it up with my markings. And markings up and down. And then once I ink this, I'll scan it in, line it onto the digital page, or line it up with the digital page that I have scanned already, and I'll just drop it in, and it's gonna drop in here. I can even show you. Like, check this out. It's gonna look a little something like that. See? And I might even shrink it, but it depends on. I like the most necessary part is I need that dialogue for this panel where he's saying, "Ah, my big important voice thingy is broken." Look, I keep grabbing this page instead of the one I'm going to be working on. Okay, here we go. Time for ink. Let's make a pretty picture. Dip in my... So most of the ink I poured into that beer bottle cap, I can tell already. I'm going to be pouring back into the bottle because I will not need this much ink. Okay, so we've got a policeman, a space policeman. There's the brim of his space cap. After all, this cap is in space, not on Earth like we. The page that I'm currently coloring in Bonehead, this book that I'm slowly making, it's my first graphic novel. The page that I'm currently coloring, which is like page 14 out of 250 pages, it's dragging, man. But I finished coloring the first panel, which is like, it goes all the way across the top of the page. It's looking pretty cool. It's a page I did on a stream, or I was starting to throw in the colors on a stream the other day. I was just kind of roughing colors in. And today I did a bunch of, what do you call it? What is it? Color holds on all the line work, most of the line work for that first panel. And then I filled it in. I finished that first panel. It's looking pretty sharp. It's like this ship, this spaceship is landing on the planet. And it's blowing all this. It's like landing in the desert on this planet. And it's blowing all this dust into the air. It's pretty cool looking. I just want the rest of the page to be done now. I went and got a haircut yesterday. Heck, I got most of my hairs cut yesterday. Some of them permanently, I'm sure. They ain't ever coming back. Okay, and then here's his like space collar. After all, it's in space. Oh, there was a new episode of South Park last night, and I was excited. Me and my roommate were excited about that. This week, I've been kind of like lacking on all my my daily disciplines of things, but this week I've been getting back into everything. I've been doing daily masses. Like I go to church on Sunday, but then they film the mass throughout the week, the masses throughout the week, and I try to do the daily mass. And then I've been reading. Look at this. I read, what, 5 books? I mean, I didn't read the entirety of 5 books today. Check this out, though. So I read a few chapters from the Bible, right? I read 4 today. From, what book am I in? I don't even know. Jeremiah. I could have told you that. This is the 3rd book of John Swartzwelder, one of the writers of The Simpsons. These are hilarious. It's about Frank Burley, a detective, but it's like if Mad Magazine wrote novels. These are hysterical. The first one's called The Time Machine Did It, which I read a while back, and then I read the second one called Double Wonderful, which is I think one of the only ones that is not about Frank Burley, the detective. It's about a whole town of old Western people who want their town to become famous. And then this one, which is about Frank Burley again, and he decides to quit being a detective and to start a life of crime. And then he gets wrapped up with this crime company. And I don't know. It's screwy, but it's really funny. Scaling the Secular City, I'm almost done with, by J.P. Moreland. I like that guy. I like to listen to him talk. I just pull up YouTube videos all the time with him. The War of Art. My brother bought me this book a while back, which is really good. It's so The War of Art. Break through the blocks and win your inner creative battles. And look, there's a bunch of tiny, teensy tiny chapters. This book reads really fast and really easy, and it's very helpful in like kind of thinking about how to I don't know, get past resistance when you're trying to commit yourself to a project or something. And then I got this for Christmas from my roommate. It's an Always Sunny in Philadelphia book, and it's written by the characters, the 5 main characters of the show. And it's look, I'm using a Dairy Queen gift card as a bookmark. But it's called The 7 Secrets of Awakening the Highly Effective 4-Hour Giant Today. So I just read a tiny chunk of a bunch of books a day just so I can get through more books at once. Oh, and I also read a chapter of Twig by Scotty Young and drawn by Kyle Strom, which I also got for Christmas. So I try to read it at least like a passage of, like, usually it's like 4 books a day, including the Bible. Just because I don't know. I want my life to end with me having read a few books. So I'm reading them all at once. Okay, back to work. What else? What else do I try and do every day? Sketchbook drawings. Last night I didn't post one, but I did draw one and ink it. And this morning I colored it and posted it, and then I colored another drawing in my sketchbook and posted that today. What else? Anything else? I colored, I colored my comic a bit. That's the other thing. Now I'm doing a stream, though I can't quite commit to the daily streams like I was doing for a while. But when I can, I shall. You dig? Okay, there's his hand. There's his ends. Let's see. So now there's this wall behind him. Oh, let me push this back in. My bad. There's this wall behind him. And he is standing outside this thing called the Tower of the Holy Artifact, I think is what it's called. And that tower is wrapped in all these electrical cords that kind of sprout throughout the planet, yes. And like this, essentially, this tower powers everything, all the technology on the planet. What a precarious way to live. Everything has the one power source. La-dee-dee. Drawing lines. I think I can just go ahead and scan this page on my home scanner. My other pages I was scanning at FedEx office because I don't have an 11x17 scanner. And I think it's 50 cents a page to scan or something like that. But this one I think I can just toss onto my scanner right next to my desk here. And scan my own dang self. Well, I scan it myself at that place too. But I don't have to travel. How about that? Or pay. I can do it for free. Sucker! And I'll just drop it in the file. And my book will make sense. At last. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. Shut up, Ryan. To which I say, all right. So now while I'm motivated to be back in the swing of things, it'd be a good time to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, where I post my daily drawings. What else? My Discord. I have a Discord that I post the music I'm listening to while I work. Because I usually listen to a bunch of albums right now while I'm doing stuff when I'm not streaming. And then what else? I post my artwork there too. And I also post notifications when I'm about to go live. I don't know. And so all those links, if they're not in the description of the video right now, they'll be in the description shortly after I end the stream. Capiche? Just like refresh like 30 seconds or a minute after the stream, and usually it should be in there. Furthermore, in the description, I put a link to my friend's shop where she makes jewelry and stuff like that. She makes laser cut and handmade jewelry. And she's been selling it for 16 years. And she's also in the description is a coupon, or what do you call it? A discount code for 10% off your orders for viewers of my show. How do you like that? So anyway, that's all the stuff I have to sell. Let's see, what else? Nothing. I think that's the end of the show, everybody. Look, I inked a panel that should have been in the book already. All right. This has been an edition of the Book Show. Be good to your mother, and don't forget that I love you.